Welcome to day 406 of our DeSo journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother Brian, and remember these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in DeSoFi. So my microphone broke today. I don't have a microphone, so I'm sounding echoey. I'm sorry. But Brian, what's the diamond question of the day?
So just answer this question in the comments below this video on DeSo, and we'll give you a bunch of diamonds if we like your answer. And today's question is, how did you find DeSo and when? And for us, we found it about 14 months ago, the end of last March. We were in a clubhouse talking about NFTs, Ethereum NFTs, and Jake Udell was in this other room talking about DeSo, and we were invited into that room, and he sold us on it, and the rest is history.
Yeah, we're grateful to Jake for showing us the ropes and leading us to join DeSo. So getting to some of today's news, Francisco Allendes, he's a DJ. He's making his North American tour right now, and he just so happens to be on the West Coast. Of course, Allendes, he's a creator, one of the creators behind the Tunnel Arrows NFTs on DeSo. He's been on DeSo for many, many months now. But he's in Las Vegas. He was in Las Vegas, and some other DeSo OGs, Matreshka and D. Marie, had a chance to go to Vegas, meet up with Allendes and party with him at his shows. And it looked like a whole lot of fun. They were posting some great photos. Matreshka and D. Marie also created a joint DeSo account, Demtreshka. I'm not sure.
Demtreshka?
No, Demtreshka.
Okay.
So I don't know what the purpose of having a joint account is. Maybe they saw how we have a joint account and they just want to be more like us. I don't know. But it's a cool idea. Anyhow, Allendes' tour is continuing this week. He put on a show yesterday in San Francisco. He has another show today in San Diego. And I think several DeSo OGs are planning on attending that show, including Mr. Triplet, MP3, Big Protector, DOZ, and Alina Ferry. I believe they're all trying to make it to the San Diego show. Great times. It's great to have meetups like this, like hang out with other DeSo people.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I love seeing these people meeting up. It makes me jealous. I want to be there. But yeah, I want to move on to Smart Alec made a post this morning and said that Cloudcast has a treat coming for Rust developers this evening. And from what I can tell, it looks like they're going to do something where they're going to enable developers to use Rust while developing on DeSo. We don't know the details yet, but we're going to find out. Of course, Rust is kind of a native language for blockchain. One of the things that Natter oftentimes points out is like Rust and Solidity. They're like there's the languages that a lot of developers use on blockchain. But I guess we'll see what's going to come from Smart Alex later in the day.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, you think it's going to be something based on developing on DeSo, or is it going to have something to do with Cloudcast?
I don't know. I'm not sure if maybe Cloudcast is maybe they're using Rust and they're going to push forward something that they're using so that others can use it. Or I don't really want to speculate because his post was a little bit vague and probably supposedly so.
We'll find out soon. So Time provided a bit of an update on the upcoming new version of DeSo. And he says that the memory required for a full node is now about 2 times what it was. So it's about 64 to 90 gigabytes. He also said that hypersync nodes don't show notifications. And he said that this means no block history info, no transaction index, etc. He also said PostgreSQL is broken with this new version. So that's something that needs to be fixed. Snapshots are getting stuck and there's some hangs at times. But he did say that Perturn or Piotr is aware of these issues and is hopefully working on them. I'm sure he is. But this means that DAO can't go live until these issues are fixed because DAO requires this new update. So until all this is fixed, the update can't roll out. Until the update can roll out, DAO can't come to fruition.
Yeah, I think the core team has their work cut out for them here, especially if they want to get DAO out by, I guess, the middle of this month, like we heard before. Uh, I don't know. I mean, it might be delayed a little bit, but I think any delay would be okay, at least from my point of view. I'd rather they roll out a product that's complete and ready and not full of bugs than something that might not be ready for prime time.
Yeah, for sure. And Tyne also noted this morning node.deso.org was down, and it was a little bit of a question mark what was causing this issue. But since it was down, and since it's used for the front ends of many nodes, there were some issues with some nodes, especially when it comes to getting metadata or verification status. So some nodes had some issues this morning. I don't know if the issues are still ongoing or not, but Tyne thinks it might be something in regards to a wider Google Cloud issue, because he did notice some other non-DeSo stuff was being affected as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. It could be related to something like that. I think developers just need to be patient here, and I really love how Tyne is kind of pointing all this stuff out. I think if it wasn't for Tyne, I think the core team would be somewhat lost at some point. So way to go, Tyne. I also want to get to Clay Perry Music. He actually released a new single. It's called DeSo Freestyle, and it's really an awesome song. Just like listen to it if you haven't. Just obviously you can click the link in this post on DeSo or on YouTube. But this song is actually up for auction as an NFT for 4.2 DeSo. It's going to end at 6 p.m. Central Time today. So if you want to bid on it, you can actually own the NFT of this song. And it talks about DeSo, it talks about Natter, it talks about BitClout. One line is Natter, he's the head honcho. Just you got to give it a listen to really fully appreciate it, I think.
I haven't listened yet, but I'm going to do that first thing as soon as we end this video. So Randir has sort of a new cool announcement as well.
Yeah, so Randir, he said that he's going to start making videos, kind of like ours. He's going to do them every few days, and he said the idea was kind of inspired by us. His video this morning, it's really good. He talks a lot about several different posts that are made on DeSo. How he differentiates from us is that he basically has a little head of himself in the corner, and then he does a screen share, so he can really show a lot of stuff. I really like the format. I hope that he continues to do these because I think they can be valuable. And I hope others kind of jump into this as well, because creating content is really important, especially in these early days, because there isn't a whole lot of original content being shared. And he said his goal is to talk about some of the pain points along with positives and then share ideas every few days or so.
Yeah, and you'll notice that when we post these videos, we have two hashtags that we use. DeSo News and DeSo Show. DeSo Show, I believe it is. DeSo News and DeSo Show. And that was per recommendation by Matreshka, who was also doing a show at the time that hashtags kind of got big. And we use this. So Randir, I think you should start using those hashtags as well when you post your show so that others can find all the shows when they click on DeSo Show. And maybe others can join and create their own shows and use that hashtag as well. And it'll be this kind of huge library of DeSo shows. So definitely do that. Matreshka, I'm disappointed that you told me about the hashtag and then you kind of stopped making your show. So I think you need to get back at it as well.
Yeah, for sure. So yesterday and a few days prior, we talked about supernovas, their DAO, like how the tokenomics works. And there's a little bit of confusion. We were still not totally I guess, understanding of how the DAO would function. And that's mostly our fault because we probably didn't read all the white papers and everything they put out. But Supernova said that they're going to host a DAO tokenomics deep dive this coming Monday. So 4 days from now, or 3 days from now, the 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 10 or 12 p.m. Pacific. So they should be able to give a lot of information about how the tokenomics of the DAO is going to work. I think that's important, especially when people are investing. They want to know exactly how the tokenomics is going to work. So if you're interested, definitely tune in on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm not exactly sure on what medium that's going to be. I don't know if it's on YouTube, if it's Clubhouse, or if it's Entra, but I'm guessing they're going to release more information about that as we get closer to the event.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to get your questions answered as well if you attend.
Yes, so the hashtags, the top hashtags of the last 24 hours according to Open Prosper, number 1 is DeSo. Number 2 is Fund Woofy 50K. Number 3 is We Want Woofy. Number 4 is Woofy X Crypto. And number 5 is MemeSo. So Woofy is the star of the hashtags once again.
Yeah, and what were the top DeSo accounts according to Open Prosper yesterday?
Yeah, so in the last 24 hours, 939 creators earned $1,460 in DeSo. This is down quite a bit from average. I think I've actually noticed a kind of a drop off in activity the last day or two. Not really sure what's causing it. I think it's just maybe some people are just waiting for DAO, or there's just some slowness. The weather's getting nice. Maybe people are going outside.
Crypto market's going.
The crypto market's diving. I think that probably has a lot to do with it. But 8 creators earned at least 1 DeSo, and 1 creator earned 10 DeSo, and that 1 creator was once again DAO earning $415. They were followed by The Tapes, 100, Elgin, Patrick Chan, Pixel Angelo, Speaking Light, Tuno Arrows, Unicat, and ZN Meat. So congrats to all of them.
Congratulations. Yeah, and I've also noticed new users who are signing up and lowering their founder reward. That's down significantly over the last couple of weeks. And also new users who are signing up and making at least 1 post has been down significantly over the last couple of weeks. And it was down a lot yesterday, I noticed. So for what that's worth, I mean, like you said, I think there's a lot of things causing that right now. I think hopefully DAO is going to spark some daily active users, and hopefully when Story and Pearl are released, and when the Supernova's DAO opens up and some of these other DAOs, and when NFTZ releases some new products that we're working on, I think there's a lot of potential for things to explode. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I think there will be a huge increase in daily active users at some point.
Yeah.
But Open Prosper's welcome back page, one notable name that I found on there this morning was Polygram, of course, the NFT platform. They had a 40-day absence. They came back and they replied to a post from Itzaditya. Itzaditya asked if there are any plans for a DeSo NFT sales feed bot on Twitter. And Polygram said they would be more than happy to give Itzaditya access to their API so he could build one. And Itzaditya replied and said, can build one. So maybe we'll see some bots like that. I think it would be pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, something that would be really cool to see.
And as for community events today, there's one at 11 a.m. Eastern time, the weekly DeSo Week in Review on Clubhouse. It's with DeSo Chats, Miss KDM, Michelle Lord, Rhubarb, us, GDS, Monography, Todd Complex, Brian Drever, Spunk Bar, Clout Women Unite, Mr. Triplet, Mike Goldberg, Clout Cox, Clay Oglesby, Zoran, and more. It's always a great room to catch up on all the latest DeSo news that you may have missed over the last week, especially if you don't watch these videos. So I think that's all we have for today. Hopefully I'll get a new mic soon. I'm gonna have to order one, so it might take a couple days, but we'll talk to you tomorrow.